Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Blade Warband here in Scotland, where we're still not making anywhere near as much progress as we would like, because we are with a small faction, which is nice. It's nice to kind of play the underling, the underdog, but it does mean we don't have that much vassals to support us. So we've got a long way to go yet. Hello Whiskers, how are you today? So we'll get a few more troops in Dunbeatty and Balbeatty, as we probably need a little bit more, but we're not going to... Okay, well, we can't do that because I think we must have just recruited there, so that's okay. Denmark have taken that town. That's interesting. Maybe we can take it back off Denmark or off someone. Where are our ships, however? Our ships are by Bebbenburg, so let's go there and deal with that. Norway and Denmark are in an alliance, so if we go to war with Denmark, we would anger Norway as well, which is hardly ideal, that's for sure. We're making a good profit per week, which is good. So yeah, that is a profit. It's just kind of the rest of the things that we need to deal with. Money, land, power. That's the aim, really. But it does mean we've got a town slightly closer to our area that we can actually use and purchase in and sell our prisoners in, so that's good. It's definitely good. Is there a prison book here? No, but there is a book merchant. That's not going to help me too much at the moment, however. Well, we don't know where we're going to set up our kingdom, but it's going to be interesting regardless. Because we keep going to war with factions which are so far away that it doesn't really matter, because there's never really a chance to have a good chance to actually taking any land areas across the other end of the map. It's just never going to really be that feasible, but you know. Kingdom Mead and Kingdom Main are at war, it's okay. Mastersmen versus Denmark, it's okay, we can leave them to their fate, and we'll go after these robbers just so we can get back into the swing of fighting, as I've been playing a lot of Civ 6 recently, even kind of on my own time, especially as well as on stream, and I've kind of got used to having much simpler combat. Let's get up on this hill. Obviously there's the kind of Canadian run I'm doing currently on Twitch with Civ 6, but I'm also doing a game with the Netherlands privately, and that's also one difficulty higher than the Canadian one, so I'm trying to kind of... Eventually I'd like to win on deity, but that may not be possible for a long time yet. Deity is a blooming tough difficulty to work on. If I could though, that would be wonderful. Well, our archers start the process. I'm just going to grab a drink of water. Ah, very cold water. That's okay, does the job. Infantry can go, as can our spearmen. Everyone else can kind of just hang on the side until we need them. Let's not get too involved. Our horse is not a very protected horse, that's for sure. Saying that as our horse gets knocked out in pretty much one hit. Okay, it's starting to run now, excellent. Set everyone charge, because I'd like to grab as many of these guys before they run away, if possible, which it may not be possible, especially now we've lost our horse. I can see that person trying to sting me out of the corner of my eye, but I'm trying to focus on other places. Okay, we'll deal with you. I don't think we're going to catch up to these guys, sadly, but you know, what can you do? Is everyone running now? Yes, they are. Wonderful. 9 routed or routed, but you know what can we do? We still get 10, even 12 morale from it, which is pretty good. Norse bodyguard, which is very nice indeed. Norse veterans. And we can keep going for Norse companions, as I much prefer the Huskarls to the Berserkers. Purely just for their survivability more than anything else, I think. Okay, grab everything we can, and then we'll head on our way. And we can just sell that in Beppenber here. Tales of success spread around the country. Everywhere you go, your procession is surrounded by beggars. You can have 200 pennies. It gets our reputation up. Not a bad thing at all in the slightest. And we are being charged by quite a few bandits, my word. Being swarmed, I can't even swing my sword. How am I supposed to defend myself if I don't even have the room to swing my sword? I suppose that's quite a good ambush, but still. It's about 650 pennies if we win this, so I'd like to if I can. There we go. Let's hopefully save Bodo. Wonderful. 650 pennies well earned. So I think there's about like 11 people who come in for somebody. The Wandering Bard and a Ransom Broker. Excellent. That's 1800 pennies in the bank, ready to go. And obviously, if we end up getting knocked out, that doesn't help our. That doesn't kind of help our bank balance at all. We get a lot of money stolen. There we go. Put the rest of this in. Again, it's not a huge amount of money, but it's useful nonetheless. We're going to pick up some food which isn't bread, wheat, or barley because we have plenty of that. I think we can go do another. Probably we can go do another trade run. And we can, if we can fight any Vikings out in the open seas, that'd be fun as well. Something tells me we're not going to find too many, but that's okay. Let's go to Frisia, at least initially. And the trade runs are just excellent in terms of money. Although it does mean that it knackers our morale because we're out on the open seas. And some people are not too fond of that, but that's okay. So heading to Dorstad, we will first of all get some recruits. 16 Norse freeholders, wonderful. That will not knacker our morale, but we'll pick up all the wine possible. We will leave the salt for the time being. That cost us 2,389. And we'll head to Denmark and see what we can sell that for. So let's sail from port. Sail from port, there we go. Over to Reeb, I think it's called. Yes, Reeb. We haven't done any ship combat in a while, so I wouldn't mind a couple of ship battles along the way. You're a Sea King, but you're a Danish Sea King who we're not at war with. That's okay, into Reeb we go. Ish. Okay, we'll just land outside. For some reason, there seems to be. I always slightly struggle to land from the sea onto directly into a port town. It just doesn't seem to work quite as well. Okay, we've made back our money, which is wonderful. So pretty much everything else now we make is going to be profit. And I do love profits, that's for sure. Horse merchant, we can sell one there. I think the armor we can sell those for pretty much enough, that's okay. I don't think there's any active things that we need to get from here itself. But I will pick up the fish, because the fish here is nice and cheap. And it gives us more variety over our current food situation, which is useful. Again, we will sail from the nearby docking point, as it were. And we're going to go to Tunsberg and pick up the tar to sell there. What I would say, I really like the soundtrack of this game, but there's not... I don't feel like there's quite enough of it. Like there's not quite enough variety. Seminoles Freedos, we'll take them. There's a traveller, there's a sailor. Trade with the locals, we'll pick up... Oh, that is not a lot of tar. I would like some more tar to run, so what we'll do, we'll go fight some people, come back and hopefully the tar has been replenished for us. That's the hope anyway. I know normally around here is like a camp or something. So if we can find some people to kill, that would be useful. 26 Master's men. So perhaps not quite what I wanted. I would have liked a bigger army to fight. To be honest, I'd be quite happy to let you join me. But no. Sadly, they're not going to do that. As it's archers, I'm just going to let my infantry and spearmen charge. Because otherwise, they'll just pepper us down with arrows. So spending time getting into formation isn't going to do much, I don't think. So the main thing we can do is just charge. Let's go, gents. Oh god, we look cool with this helmet. I think it worked better with our odd outfit, but this does give us more defense with our armor, so I think that obviously is important. Okay. Yeah, they're mostly Norse War archers, so the best thing we can do is just ride them down and get to them as quickly as possible. Once we can do that, then we can hopefully start destroying their archer line somewhat. Although it's definitely going to hurt our horse. And if we can get off our horse in time, be good. Although these Norse War archers are no joke. Oh, decapitation is always fun in this game. Not in real life, I should stress. You're dealt with. I do like the Norse War archers. I think they're a pretty good unit, all things considered. Because they're archers, they're just running continuously backwards, so we need to try and deal with them. So they don't do that going forward. Ow. That's what I mean, these guys can prove a little bit troublesome. Nothing too bad, but troublesome nonetheless. They are now going to start running. And their gear's pretty decent, so I'd like to not let them get away if I can help it. But I might have to help it, depending on how my next shots go. There we go. We'll see if we can catch up to them on the world map, but it's still a fight that we've won, which is excellent. Could have to do a couple more big fights, however, before we return to Tunsberg to try and get some more tar. Although, you know, it's not the end of the world if we don't have more tar, but it would certainly make us more money, which would be useful. Ooh, 157 thieves. I'll even do that just purely for the I'll do that also just for the bonus morale that we get for doing that. So we'll set up on this hill here. Should give our archers plenty of views of the swarm of peasants charging in at us. Spearmen here. Then we have archers and skirmishers on the hill. Wonderful. For some reason, again, the infantry don't want to push forward, but that's okay. They're only ruffians. It's not like it's going to be a tough fight in the long run. We'll see if we can do some horse javelining, which is remarkably hard to say and even harder to do. Okay, everyone charge, just get in there. They're only ruffians and they'll start running incredibly quickly, pretty much as soon as we kill at least a quarter of them. That'll be it, and they'll start running away again. In fact, some of them are already starting to turn their tails and run. So deal with you, deal with you. I mean, there's only like shepherd's hooks there. How many shepherd's hooks does one need? Probably not that many, but if I can sell them to a merchant who clearly needs them more than I do, then that's not a problem. Level 25, wonderful. And we've also got the reinforcements of the ruffians. My horse has taken quite a few knocks this stream so far, that's for sure. Okay, we can start running now. Deal with you, deal with you. And let's deal with these chaps running as well. No, I can't catch up to those other guys, but I can catch up to these guys. You're most certainly not escaping, my good sir. There we go, defeated the enemy. 15 routed, but to be expected. Then they run away so quickly and they're so lightly armoured. No, it's never really long before they decide to kind of run away. Okay, we'll sell this stuff at Tunsberg. And if there is some more tar there, we will take it back and sell it. There is indeed some more tar. We'll go on one final sweep of kind of the Norwegian landscape to see if we have anything else we need to do there. But more tar is always useful. And we might be able to get some more before we return home. There's a siege in Dunbeatty, or a feast in Dunbeatty, but that's okay. Actually, we'll go to Odin's Hof. We might be able to get a berserker there for free. Yeah, there's a berserker who will join me. I don't know how long he'll stay alive because it's not really his job. But he can at least pretend to stay alive for the time being until things go horribly wrong, I'm sure. Your friend. You are all relatively friendlies, or relatively friendly people. No more tar there, but that's okay. We'll pick up the rest of the fish and the cheese, and we will set sail from port, having potentially picked up. Actually, what we could probably do is repair our ships, because the last thing we want to do is lose, you know, ships cost a lot of money. The last thing we want to do is lose it right at the very last second. That would be bad. Okay, sell from port, and we can use the oil to cover the expenses, which would be nice. It's a long old sail across the open water from Norway to kind of northern England. Anyone we can attack? No. As we are not actively hostile with the traders. And the slave traders, but also the travellers. Neither of which we have kind of bad relations with, so we don't tend to attack them unless the need should arise to do so, but you know, there hasn't been for the time being. So the majority of the things here, wonderful. And we can just sell the rest of the tile there. There we go, that's a pretty okay profit. And we're going to take our ships, I think. And we're going to head down to the enemy territory. See if we can find a lord there to kill or something similar. However, that's the wrong way. I was going up to Scotland. I need to be going down to Cornwall. Probably more like Devon, Somerset, but that's okay. All three of which are very nice counties. Okay, 4,423. Again, still some pretty good profit. We just need to decide where will be, how best to utilise it when the time comes. Your master's men, how many of you? 48, yes please. So it's been a while since we've done a ship battle, they're fun. Ah, Edelnefston beat us to it. I don't think he needs our help, that's fine. What we'll do, we'll land here. The ship's also providing us as quite a backup getaway, which is nice. It's not, I know there's not that many lords to this faction, but all due credit to them for staying alive. It's not always the easiest. Or not even staying alive, but becoming a resurgent faction and then staying alive. We will just take refuge inside Donmar, our sister here. There we go. And we will head on our way. That's a very angry king there with a lot of troops. Not someone we want to be taking on. If I could find one of his vassals, however, that would be more welcome than actually fighting him himself. It seems like the vassals aren't really home apart from the king there, who we don't want to be fighting. So let's just go back to our ships and get the ships to relative safety. We could go try to make amends in Ireland, having kind of really screwed that up about 6 or 7 parts ago. But we'll go up the Irish Sea because there's often quite a few Vikings or other things there. People that we can fight. Past southern Wales. Were you a friend or foe? I think you were a friend. But either way, I should be a little bit more careful than just speeding along the entire map and hoping for the best. Okay, past Anglesey. I always think, oh, the Isle of Man, this island would be a great place to go and start off. But actually, it's a pretty big army that resides there. I think about 600 or 700. Much more than you would expect, for sure. Okay, we're making some good money now. Maybe we will head to... What we'll do actually, we'll head to Ireland. So I think there's still a couple of places there we haven't got businesses. Although I know they don't particularly like us very much. That's Scotland. I've gone to the wrong continent. Country. Head to Ireland. Yeah, we're not really liked very much in Ireland because of all that whole quest we did a long time ago. But we can at least maybe try to set up some businesses in some areas. I'm not going to manage it everywhere, but if we can manage it somewhere, that's good. We'll try Rathkelter. Albin New later made peace, that's okay. I've just been raided, that's annoying, we were just in the vicinity. Oh, there's a competition here, let's join that. Competition means renown, money, generally rather useful things. We'll let those guys fight it out for the most part. And let's go. And we have an axe, which is nice. I like having axes or swords. I don't mind spears, I just think swords and axes are a lot more simpler for these kind of jobs. That's cool, you can actually destroy the kind of scarecrow they're using as combat practice. Okay. We've been knocked out, but we've cleared out multiple enemies. We should be more than okay to get through to the next round. There we go. 4 teams of 5 fighters. Again, let's kind of somewhat keep our distance. I think they're all going to come for us for the most part, but if we can stay as a cohesive unit, we might stand a better chance in general. We lost our shield, but if we can just chop enough people in the back, we should be okay. There we go, and we can always pick up a spare shield from someone. There we go, just in case we need it. Let's hope we don't, but we may do. There's quite a few either green or yellow soldiers down there. Sometimes the colours kind of get quite murky. I'd say they are the yellow team, however. I think the green's a bit more of a darker green. 4 teams to 1 fighter, that means I'm going to actually have to do some combat myself, which is always unfortunate. Can't rely on other people to do it for me. We'll get some practice in here, and then we'll go get it done. Here's a spear, which is in the range, but as long as you can kind of stay within their minimum range, that's quite a useful tactic. I'll let these 2 fight it out, and then we'll take on the winner. I said we were going to wait, and we probably should have done. But we can just do that instead. 4 teams, 2 fighters. Luckily we haven't been given a spear yet. I'm sure there'll be a moment that where it will happen. For the time being, oh. Okay, you're dealt with. You're dealt with. Let's pick up a shield from someone. We're going to need it. Brunhild. I don't know if that is Brunhild, but either way, let's try to deal with her. Give me the shield, thank you. Definitely some close calls in this round of the tournament, but there we go. At least I think that's everyone. Round 5, 2 teams of 2. And now I have the combination I'm not too fond of, the throwing weapons and the spears. Or spear, I should say, singular. We have 4 throwing weapons, I'd like to make them count for something useful. If only just to destroy your shield, there we go. Ow. Nice of you to help over there, veteran fighter. I guess you were trying to recover your energy after dealing with that guy, but still. You could lend a hand. Okay, shield and spear. What does my learned colleague on the other side have for a weapon? I think a sword. No, he's got a spear as well. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad. And I'm guessing it's the veteran fighter from the last round. Because there should be no one else left. There we go, tournament 1, hallelujah. 4,000 pennies, some renown. Improvements with Rathkelter. Excellent. I actually think I'm going to leave the stream there. And the video there. I'm actually really tired. I'm sorry. I thought I was going to be able to go for longer, but work was very busy today. It's taken it out of me. So this will be like a mini half episode, I guess. This will be like episode 21.5 on YouTube. I don't know what on earth I'm going to call it because I haven't really done much. But thank you very much for watching, and Whiskers for dropping by, obviously live. See you all very soon. Take care. Bye bye.